Greetings, dear viewers. It is time to make the noise to summon the stream. Welcome back to Mindustry. As you can see, I was having a chat with chat, and I have made the decision that I'm going to be heading to Serpulo. I do have, like, the very basics of the game understood now. And by very basics, I basically mean I know how to read and understand the interface and interact with the game. So, yeah, we're going to try the older content here on Circulo. Let's start at ground zero. Okay. So we've got copper. Cool. So we already have some notable differences. Mechanical drill, which we already know how to make. So let's go ahead and put that right there. Move the conveyors. Eventually I will get used to the fact that it, automatically has a thing selected when I start. But today is not that day. Can I just go? Yes. Okay. So that's 3 drills. Going pretty good. Right click to break and drag blocks. Oh, right. Yeah. Will it destroy resources? No, it will not. Okay, good. Cool. Not bad, not bad. Serpulo is more tower defense, while Irricare is more RTS, but late game Circular is the horrifying amalgamation of both. Fascinating. Yeah, let's go ahead and get more drills going. I also love that I finally figured out how to actually efficiently lay these damn conveyor belts. War General, I'm really glad that you're able to catch this one live. Okay. So now we need... Can you please get rid of that? That was terrible. Alright. There we go. Bunch of ducts. You can go ahead and feed into there as well. Feed into there. And there we go. There we go. All right. Everything's loading up. Now we have a good amount of copper and lead being produced. Move up for further objectives. So you want me to build duos. So I would assume... Okay. Yeah, that you want me to build turrets. Cool. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Yep. Alright, duo. So let's learn about them. They do not require a constant load of ammo, at least. Fascinating. Yes, I specifically made sure to schedule this stream at a time that would have been more convenient for you. Oh, no, I actually do need to load these things with ammo. Okay, that's not going to be a problem. I don't know what kind of a lunatic is loading these turrets with copper. Quite possibly one of the worst materials you could be making your ammunition out of, but you know, we'll accept it. Perfect. Let's lay a couple more turrets. So if I just lay one here, will it auto-load them? No, it will not. Okay. That's fine. We'll just go here, and here, and here. I'm actually going to need the routers to do this. There we go. Junction here and here. Ah. Nope, that's not quite what I was hoping for. Yes, there we go. Okay, there's the router. Do need a little bit of material to make that work, but that's okay. Just load up a little bit. Boop, boop. There we go. Yeah, that does make sense that that's why this stuff is just bad. Okay. Build up some walls, which I don't know how to build yet. Sorters, distributors, copper walls. That's good enough. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, okay, this is the enemy drops. Okay, you're really making me focus here. Anything built in the radius is destroyed. I didn't actually have time to read that. Thank you. Cool. There we go. So, I also learned... Oh, I have a gun. In Eric here, I finally figured out that, that I didn't have a gun, but that I had, like, a repair beam. There we go. Keep loading. We are still continuing to produce material. We can still greatly increase my output. There we go. And just like that, just like that. And like that. That's a whole bunch more copper. We can also increase our lead production. There we go. Perfect. go. And then connect there. So as far as I can tell, every single one of them is outputting. So that's good. Make multiple conveyor belts feeding into the core. Ah, I see. That I can do. And then we just need a router. And then we can do it again right here with another router. That should help solve the issue of overflow. This has still not resolved the issue of overflow. There. Okay. This is a lot better. Has this completely resolved the backlog? It looks like it has. We can also feed even more copper into the circuit. There we go. Don't need that. We really could use another one just because of how much lead is being output. There we go. We have solved all overflow issues. Ooh, what have we here? Something. And flying units cannot easily... Oh, there's flying units. Ah, okay. Then we are going to need a scatter. So these things have quite the range. Interesting. So we've actually got a bunch of stuff here that we really don't need. We've also got water supplies. Okay. Cool. And we got a bunch more here. We can get some lead production. 2 lines of lead is probably enough to get the scatterers filled. And then we will also set up a couple mechanical drills over here, and here. Have another line leading out and up. Perfect. Good. All right, we are outputting. Perfect. Router job is to split the output into multiple output. If you want to put them next to each other, they're going to bounce the material back and forth and become really really inefficient. Ah, I see. Oh well. This is working well enough. Okay. So, enemies are approaching. We can build some more scatters. We can also run more of these. And now we just need a few routers. There we go. Scatters cannot hit ground. Yep. I was able to catch on to that at least. Oh dear God. That came in so fast. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that came in so damn fast. And another router here to distribute. And then here, put another router there. Flowing in. Whoops, nope, never mind. Get rid of that. Put yet another router here. And another router here. And just like that. And just like that. So that... there we go. Missed a corner. And then we need another break from there, and a router here, and a router there. So now every single turret should be building up its supplies. We can almost get large copper walls. Ah, okay. So I can't even fly into that area. Gotcha. Alright, not bad. So I'm assuming that when I unlock the Scorcher, it's going to, like, try and, I don't know, maybe need water or something. Oh, God. Oh. I forgot that I made myself hot tea today, and my mug keeps tea hot for hours. Oh, I was not expecting the hot, but that was good. I have a nice mint today. It's not a decaf. It's just very, very pleasant. Oh, God. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind, please. Thank you. That's another wave down. Large copper walls are now complete. Bridge conveyors, those are important. Sorters, distributors. Yeah, we only need a little bit more copper for that. We're just going to slowly let the copper supplies get built. We have a lot of output here. And it does seem to be working pretty reliably. There we go. Just keep unlocking more and more things. This actually is a very different experience than Eric here. I see what you mean about how this is the turret defense and Eric here is the RTS. It's very fascinating to have such different experiences within, like, the exact same game. There we go. Some basic inverted sorters. We can't research that. We can't research that. Don't have access to any silicone or graphite. So probably all we can really do at this point... Yes, okay, I can just force the next wave. Fair enough. There we go. War General, how would you rate my efficiency at this point? Knowing that, you know, I'm not being efficient. How would you rate my performance so far? Yeah, go ahead and start the next wave. Boop. How dare you break through my stuff? You jerk. Okay. Honestly, I feel fine. Let's just go ahead and start the next wave. Yeah, I don't know why you're even bothering to send air units, honestly. You can't even break through my walls. Let's keep going. Honestly, based on other beginners, this is actually really good. Yes, so here's the thing. Like, yes, I got started on Eric here, but Eric here, like, Eric here taught me, like, the basics of how this game actually functions. So, you know, I'm actually able to just come in here with like a general understanding of what's happening, and you can just watch me enjoy the first level, still as a beginner, but as someone who's not having to like stop and read every tutorial. Not bad. You guys are actually putting in... Oh, God. Excuse me, sir? Sir? Oh, I died. Sir, if you wouldn't mind, please, dying. Oh, that's a mech. Ah. Sir? Sir? Thank you, sir. Alright. So I have some repair work to do. And I also think we are going to need more turrets. Okay. So I don't know how efficiently this is going to function. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, I did notice that they are all constantly going through a single point. So honestly, I can like deconstruct a good portion of this and then just build a crap load of walls. And that'll probably work. Oh. Oh no. Hold on. They took out my things here. You absolute jerks. Okay. And another router here. There we go. Okay. So it's going to take a while for it all to actually get filled up. Okay. We need ammo in these. Immediately. Wait. Okay. I need more ammo flowing into this system. So what I can do is put a router here, have a conveyor that runs all the way over here, and then return to these. There we go. Oh, you absolute... Okay, so if a path is not completely blocked, you will try to pathfind that instead of breaking through. Interesting. Alright, settings. What do you want me to adjust? Or what do you want to look at? Honestly, I think increasing the UI scaling will also help with the streaming experience. Okay. Graphics. Display block status on. Got it. Okay. Ah, okay. So there's a clear icon indicating if it's loaded or not loaded. Green indicating if a thing is powered. Yellow indicating that it is functional but blocked. Gotcha. So to test my theory, as soon as these are backed up, these will change to yellow or orange. No, that's actually not changing. I kind of thought it would. Interesting. But that's good enough because I did manage to capture the sector. Is there anything else that I can unlock with my current resources before I save up for launch? Whee! And how much is it to launch? Okay, just need a little bit more copper. So I believe I did notice that that other sectors you have captured continue to produce resources, which are used on the tech tree, or at least that's how it worked on Eric here. Is there any advantage to be gained from actually spending the time to optimize captured sectors, or is their output just going to always be like at a static value? Because if it is possible to optimize like that, Yes, it works the same. I don't quite know what you mean by it works the same. Oh, you mean it works like Eric here. Okay. So the tech tree and resource gathering still works that way. But do captured sectors output differently depending on how optimized they are? Or is it just like, oh, you've captured X sectors, you will always get this much regardless of how those sectors are actually set? Hello, Raptor. Because that's going to very much impact the way that I play. It's kind of crazy how much material I'm outputting here. I'm actually really happy with this. Either way, we won't delay. We will just head to the frozen forest. Let's move out. So resources shows you what sort of things there are to grab. Let's move in. Okay, so first thing first, it's dark. We've got copper, coal, lead. A lot of lead. If you make 1k copper per minute in a sector, and it's going to keep piling up that much copper per minute in the tech tree. So if I have a sector that makes 2,000 per minute, then it's going to make 2,000 per minute in the tech tree. Is that my understanding correct? Okay. There we go. So 5 drills is enough for a single line to handle without any issue. Gotcha. I've got 4 minutes to prepare. I don't know where the enemy landing zone is actually going to be, though. But I can at least scavenge. Actually, I really don't think I'm scavenging any resources here. A limit to how much you can have based on what core you have. Ah, okay. No, I am generating a little bit of stuff here. Dear God, frozen forest, I'd rather have chlamydia. I'm going to have to be a lot quicker here. The duos, at least, I can build based purely on copper. So I don't know what direction they might be coming from. I can at least start to get my lead infrastructure built. There we go. Perfect. Fly around the edge of the map. That is a good idea. If I were designing the game, it would make sense for me To always put... Okay. Is there always only one enemy spawn location? That is my next question. Or at least for now, is it safe to assume that there's just the one? Okay. So, let me take a look here again. All right. So the limit to the enemy landing zone is right here. So first, there will be multiple, but I ain't saying when. Fair enough. So the first thing we're going to do then is arrange a line of duos. So I've got 4 up here and 4 here. So if we run off of a single router there, and then run another router here, good. And then run another router here. There we go. We put another router there. And then we put a router here, a router here, a router here. There we go. That is 4 of these set up. And then we start arranging some large and small walls, just like that. I much prefer distributor more than router early game. Oh? I don't fully appreciate the difference. Distributes input items to 7 output directions? How the hell does it manage 7 output directions? I don't fully understand that. But we do need another mechanical drill here. Put this here. And put that there. We've also got lead, which we can flow into some scatter units. Okay, let's get this stuff built. You should try Rain World. It's a game where it likes to remind you you're not special or chosen one, you're just trying to survive. Games like that can be a lot of fun. I have enough to build passageways. Yeah, we are definitely going to need to increase our copper production. Okay. No, you need to flow like that. There we go. Okay, good. I will add Rain World to the list of games that I need to take a look at. Cool. There we go. All right, we're actually getting... We're actually getting some stuff loaded in. That still gives a fair amount of time. But I know that there's also the possibility of the scatter units. Or air units, so I need to be ready to deal with that. There is coal. Okay. So coal is probably used for the scorches. So if the point of this level is to unlock the scorch, then I would assume that there is probably some graphite lying around somewhere. But I'm really not seeing any. I guess it's just an option for another material I could be accessing. But we are definitely going to need the scatters as well. So I think this is the maximum efficiency I can achieve here. Here we go. And up and over and up and over and up and over, and here I actually want to go over, so I assume it's a bridge conveyor that I need to use here. Okay. So put a bridge conveyor here, and then a bridge conveyor here, and a bridge conveyor here, and a bridge conveyor there. Okay. And then we can have scatters lined up over here. And we can lay scatters over here. Cool. So I think we've got a pretty good setup here. And as long as they don't start randomly attacking from a different angle, maybe I'll be okay. Good. Oh, crap. Okay. No. I don't want that there. I think we're going to need extra... There we go. Like that. Okay. So if I lay this here, I should... No, I am still seeing copper coming through the system. Okay. So this entire concept is not going to work. So I think here is where I will have to do this differently. So we put the bridge conveyor here. And then here. And here. Okay. So this is not that big of a problem. Mostly I just need to change the way that this flows. There we go. And we'll put... Oh, that's what it means by outputs evenly in 7 directions. Oh. Okay. That makes more sense. So, bridge, put that here. And then... No, because now I still have the problem of that corner. Okay. Okay, hold on. So we put a router here. There. Now I can do the bridge conveyor. Here, and then an output. Is it going to try and put copper onto this path? I do not think it's trying to put copper on that path. Alright, perfect. Okay. There we go. Except now it's not wanting to actually connect these. Oh. Because there's terrain in the way. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to put our scatters here. Whoops. Alright, screw that, 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 screw that. Yeah, just output like that. That's fine. Okay. I'm more concerned by the fact that this thing is not actually outputting any of its material. That's better. Okay. So this is still big enough to cover just about any area. So I think what I want to do is take out all of that. Lay a distributor. Here. Cool. There we go. And then we'll just need a router here. You can manually connect bridges. Ah. That will be a useful skill to figure out indeed. I'm going to have to go back to base and increase my copper production. There we go. How much copper do you take? You take 85? There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we are loading up our weapons. Hello. How are you doing? Okay, we have to stop focusing on that. We desperately need the copper production. Okay, let's focus on this. We need this, 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 and this. Okay. So you're going to go here, and then you're going to go here, and you're going to load onto... There, just move far enough away that you actually get some of this stuff built. Oh my god, just go far enough away that you start building the conveyor belts, please. Perfect. Okay. So that's fine. That's all outputting. And this is probably enough, yeah, to slow down the production. So we're going to put a router here. There. That should be enough. Okay. So there's actually a lot of room for more walls. Cool. And we're not going to start the wave just yet because I really want this to start slowly trickling that up. What is new stuff I can research today? Scorch needs graphite. Core doesn't need anything. Okay. There is just no resources over here. Perfect. Okay. What is the action? Oh yeah, these things can absolutely afford to have more wall between them and their targets. Cool. Alright, so now another thing I wanted to actually try doing is seeing if there were any other enemy landing zones that showed up. I am going to work under the assumption, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but until I see differently, I'm going to work under the assumption that any possible area that an enemy could spawn will be marked from the beginning of the level. Cool. And distribute, and go, and go, and go, and go. Perfect. And this line, whoops, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like this, and into the core. All right. So now we are producing a bunch of coal. It said new content unlocked. Oh. Oh. Compresses coal into... Ah. Okay. So we can actually begin producing graphite. So the graphite press takes coal and just puts out graphite. All right. That is fine then. I'm going to trust that we are going to be okay. And I'm going to want more furnaces. So let's run a distributor here. There we go. And honestly, you can just output onto that same line. It'll be fine. Okay. We just beat another wave without even noticing. So we are going to want another graphite press. There we go. Alright, I think this is the steady output that I wanted. But I also do want to start getting some coal banked. So we are going to run... Whoops. There we go. So we're going to bank some of the coal, and we are also going to start producing the graphite. And they actually managed to destroy a decent amount of stuff here. So we're just going to fix that. Cool. As far as research goes, I can now learn the Scorch, Combustion Generator, Silicon Smelter, Pyrite Mixer. Sure, let's get that. And that. The curveball, it's starting. I have no idea what you might indicate. But so long as they are still only attacking from one direction, I will probably be okay. Perfect. You're going to find yourself not having enough of it in the most dire situations. Okay. So the silicon smelter requires coal and sand. So where the hell do I get sand? Do I just... Is there no sand in this stage? Or do I just not have the capacity to get it? Yeah, I was gonna say, there didn't look like there was anything that Burns any ground enemy close to it. Highly effective at close range. I don't really need to prioritize that. Power nodes. Ooh, menders. Hello. Now, doesn't that look interesting? Not bad. So far things are working out pretty well. I don't like rocks. All the rocks in the world are my enemy. I have defeated my enemy. You really do not need anywhere near this kind of production. A mere 3 mechanical drills is enough to supply a truly ludicrous amount of material. So let's go ahead and build some more duos. A router and a router and a router. Cool. And a router and a router. Ah. There we go. Put that here and put a router. I really didn't need that router, but whatever. There we go. Even more things being loaded up with ammunition. Ooh, solar panels. I do absolutely love passive ways of producing resources. The mender looks absolutely awesome. So it does need power, and I assume the only way I have to generate power at this point is through combustion, which requires coal, doubtlessly. There is no coal anywhere near the front line here. There we go. Have you got to electric yet? Do not use solar panels. Hello, light. Have you gotten to electric yet? I have not output a single piece of electricity, which is very impressive because I seem to be using a crap ton of, very clearly mechanized things. So I guess at this point we're just going to have to assume that this is running by Amish rules and that all of these things are actually pneumatic, not electrical. Okay, so solar panels suck. Got it. Thank you very much for the heads up on that. We're going to work on unlocking the Scorch next. Wait. Oh, okay. These are all passive things that are being unlocked. Gotcha. I see. Okay. I can't believe I've only been streaming for an hour. It feels like I have learned so much. And there's another sip of my tea, which I actually forgot for the second time this morning is actually hot tea. Very pleasant. I don't like how low my graphite production is. Oh, okay, it's dark now. Oh. Oh, wow, he actually broke through. Well. Whoops. Accidentally went into the enemy kill field. Okay, so... There we go. Maybe it's time for some arcs? Nah, I'm pretty sure if I just keep doing my current strategy of building a giant wall, I'm sure I'll be fine. I can put a duo here. We're already running off of that distributor line. And I can put another few duos here and here. No, I need you to go into there. Here, you need to go into there. And then we'll just run a couple of routers. Don't tell them that some enemies can climb walls. Ah, that would be very problematic indeed. How closer can I get to the Scorch? So the real problem now is that graphite production. So let's see here. The overflow gate only outputs items to the left and right if the front path is blocked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this graphite sorter. And we're going to put an overflow gate there instead after this next wave. I'll be fine. You're all so worried. This isn't my first rodeo, you know. See? Look how effective I am. There, see? We're fine. No problem. Alright, now let's get this working like I wanted. So we are going to put the overflow gate here? Yes, there we go. Okay. Still not enough coal production. Interesting. Well, if the problem is going to be not enough guns, you know, I'm actually glad I have this absolutely unnecessarily large amount of distribution here. You keep saying they're absolutely tearing through the walls, but... And, you know, I mean, you are right. But they still have yet to manage to breach. Which, honestly, I think is just... Oh, no, they actually took out this one, huh? There we go. We're just slowly waiting for it to fill up. Yeah, this is not ideal. I think we're still doing all right. I think what we are going to need, however, is more ammo on the assembly line. So we're going to run some extra copper into the network so we can keep all these things ammoed up. There we go, just like that. Alright, yep, get it all built. Perfect. So we're not actually generating any more coal at the moment. They're still not managing to breach. We're close to being able to get the Scorch. Battery, I don't have any particular need for right now. Lights will probably be very useful later on. We can do that. I think that's all I can actually research for now. I think everything else requires resources I do not have access to. So the last thing I can actually get unlocked on this stage is the Scorch, and I need another 128 graphite for that. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead to... yeah, because that thing needs sand, which I can't make. We're going to go back to the 3 graphite things here. There we go. Honestly, I don't think I'm increasing my production. Still, with the extra copper running on the line, I think we're going to need even more extra copper. I'm still absolutely not used to it automatically having something selected every time I open the menu. So yeah, none of it is making it through that last chain. Fire! Fire! Ah. Okay. So slight problems. I don't think I can fix this in the time that I have. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So, I put a distributor here. I output this into there. I output this into there. Sure. We're just going to go with that for now. So we're going to run a router here. Output that like this. Go up. And then a bridge conveyor going here and here. Alright, is that actually working? Yes, that is actually working. And that's a lost. Dang. That is unfortunate. So I am going to have to try that whole thing again, huh? Okay. So we actually start with the previously built production facilities. Interesting. All right. Put a drill there. Alright, can we get the copper going real quick? Okay, they're all almost outputting. Okay. So, everything is outputting. Good. Gotcha. Okay. Can we get coal running again? Okay. All coal units are outputting. Graphite production is back online. All copper is outputting. There is a way you can... Yeah, I know that I can build menders. The issue right now... Okay. The issue right now is getting coal to the menders. I think... Okay. Okay. We are going to disassemble the entire operation up here, and we are going to move this. I now know I don't need to worry about the scatters at all. So I think I need to set up a killing field very differently. Alright, let's get building. So they are going to try to path to the core. So the most direct path through the core, once they broke through the defenses, was to come up through this channel. Okay. Yeah, I know I can get the mender running. I didn't use one last time because it would have been an absolutely ridiculous length to try and keep the line going. But clearly I am going to need more coal production. So let's get a line running off there. Okay. There we go. So we are going to gather up a coal line. And we can even further increase the coal production. We are just going to go absolutely bonkers with this. Okay. So that is a crap load of coal being produced. So I'm assuming that I can basically funnel enemies into a line here. Maybe. So what I'm going to do is build a bunch of walls and see if having a bunch of walls will filter the direction that the enemy tries to path. Hopefully walls that are far enough away from the enemy that they're not going to do anything crazy with it. We can build the Scorch. Fires arcs of electricity at ground targets. That sounds really damn good. What can you tell me about the arc? Uses a crap load of power. Okay. But I think that needs, like... No, that's fine. Okay. So, the problem is that I don't know the exact path that the enemy is going to take. But I'm going to assume that it is going to be roughly around here. So let's build a distributor here and have this running into my first power thing. And let's build... Let's build a few arcs. And so how does this work? How does the power node function? The node will receive power from or supply power to any adjacent blocks. So do I just need to, like, lay these, like, power lines? Okay, no, they will transmit wirelessly. But we do need more combustion generators. I figured we might. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 and whoop, whoop. Okay. So these are now fully powered. Okay. Again, I want to try and... see if putting walls can force the enemy into a funnel. At this point, we are basically testing enemy AI. Oh, that's what battery... Right. I wondered why the hell I would ever want batteries. That makes sense. Okay. So let's put batteries here and here and here. Sure. So how are they pathing? And I'm going to assume that for the most part, the enemies are going to follow this same path consistently. And it would appear that I was right about that. So what if we just lay a whole bunch of arcs? So those are the arcs you wanted me to place, huh? Did not do as well as I had hoped. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that was not as effective as I hoped. Okay. Uh... Okay. Pyrite. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so the ammo you put into each thing really does make a difference. So a Scorch running Pyrite. Okay. I think I see a way to do this. So we're going to put a router there running into a Pyrite mixer. And then the Pyrite is going to run into... Does Pyra need stand? Oh, it needs all three of those. Okay, yeah, so that's useless then. We do at least have access to plenty of coal. We can also get the mender built there. So the real problem... Yeah, I can use the graphite in the duos. Which would actually have been significantly more effective doing that up here. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's not great. The enemy is going to attack me very soon. Oh, right. Those all need ammo. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Is there any other area I had unlocked? No. This is apparently the actually intended second level. For some reason. Okay. So that is definitely going to handle things just fine. Okay. Alright. So we're basically going to be running duo lines and walls, but the duos loaded with graphite. So the graphite is going to be produced... I'm seriously going to have to, like, run a line all the way up here, aren't I? Okay. No, that's not going to work. I mean, there's not anything else I'm able to research on this level that requires graphite. So we can well, to be frank, doesn't even require coal either. So what we can do is run this line into here. Or no. I don't want to erase those lines. What I want to do is put an overflow gate here. It killed the mender. Okay. I wish only outputs to the left and right if the front path is blocked. What the hell qualifies as the front? Do you mean up? Is that what you mean? It's not clear what exactly that's trying to indicate. Okay, screw that. Just load up everything into the furnace. So if we are outputting a crap load of graphite down a single line, then I guess we could just do that. Sure. So as soon as the enemies pass on this next wave, I can go up here and build another killing field. I think right here. The input is the back of the outflow, and the underflow is the opposite. Okay, you keep saying front, but there is nothing on there to the interface of placing it which suggests that it has a front. It has no sense, no indication of directionality. That's the problem. Okay. So, we're going to run a duo and 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 a duo. Then we are going to run a... No, not there. We're going to run a distributor here. So the distributor outputs here, the distributor outputs here, the distributor outputs here. The distributor outputs here, the distributor outputs here. Screw it, a bunch of routers, why not? Cool. So they managed to take it out and hold the line. So what we need is a bridge. Very good. Okay. There we go. And up and over and up and over and up and over and up. Okay. You know, I am going to say something very damning here. It's something that might even be unforgivable to say. Nevertheless, I feel that I do need to say it. I would rather be on the lake. Okay. The material is flowing like it should. Oh, right. I am literally not producing any lead at all. Okay. Yeah, we can fix that. Woo. And then honestly, you can just run here. And then just feed right into the core. Yeah, I do not like that I am having to say this, but I would genuinely rather be playing on Lake. This is just not my idea of an ideal situation. All right, let's see how well these duos run. Ah. Okay. So they get stuck there. So hopefully it will now recognize that this is no longer the path of least resistance. I'm going to assume... Yeah, that needs to be repaired immediately. Holy crap. Okay. Alright, the line is flowing. I guess like, if this is just the normal experience, then I don't understand why this is the normal experience for the second stage. This seems such a massive increase in difficulty. Like, this is actually kind of crazy. We can also build a couple mender units if we can find a way to node power all the way up there. The nearest coal deposit is not even remotely close. Let's see. Is this the only coal deposit on the entire map? No, okay. There is another coal deposit here. So we can generate power. Okay. So this will let us output power into combustion generators. It's not that I'm losing my mind, it's that I find this very frustrating. And, like, particularly frustrating in a way that it wasn't last time I played. Okay. So this is where we're going to have a distributor, which is going to output to a number of combustion generators. And then the combustion generators... So, how... transmits power to connect. The node will receive power from, or supply power. Okay, so it needs to be adjacent to a power supplier? Is that the way I am interpreting this, maybe? And then I guess it's also important to put some batteries down? Alright, let's see how well this holds. Okay. So now the problem is that limited copper supply. Which is kind of insane that we don't have enough copper. But I can fix that. So we'll build 6 new drills here, making sure to specifically keep them away from outputting onto the other path. There we go. Clark, this sector, do you want to do more named sectors, or do you want to deviate to make your run easier in the long run? I don't know exactly what you mean by any of that. I don't know what else there would be aside from named sectors. Okay. So the increased copper production should be hitting soon. Okay. So all of them get repaired. Alright, where is the coal? Okay, here comes the coal. So in theory, all of these furnaces will function. And if that's true, I can start laying arc lines here as well to serve as like a backup. Okay. Menders are active. Whoops. Also, unnumbered sector. The number sectors aren't need to clear the game, but will definitely help a lot. I see. I mean, in this case, why not just build as many arc turrets as I possibly can? And then we would need some more power nodes over here. I still don't fully understand how the whole power node thing works. What is the actual power required per second? 198 units of power per second, which is, I think, 4 of these? So it takes 4 of these to power a single arc. And then the menders only use 18 power a second? Oh. Well, screw that then. Yeah, we do not need that many arcs then. But apparently the menders are just extremely power efficient. Okay. There we go. That feels like a more competent defense. So they even repair walls. But the way I've constructed this, they do not have the ability to do that. And I do have the batteries. What is the actual capacity of the batteries? Oh, 4,000! Holy crap. Yeah, that's a lot of frickin' power for the batteries. Oh my god. So, no, I absolutely should be running more arcs here. Break down the small walls and put menders. Ooh, good idea. That is not a concept I had considered. We do need to run a power node here. So, you... Interesting. Okay. So we have crap loads of power generation. Oh, okay. No, the next wave is coming. Oh my god, they didn't take down a single wall. Okay, let's increase the coal production. I need even more power running into this network. I severely underestimated the effectiveness of menders. And with that much extra power being produced, let's also build some extra batteries. And let's put down more arcs. I see. There we go. Very important text to send there that I've been waiting to do all morning. So these are slowly filling up with power. We've got basically an infinite supply of ammo ready to be backed up. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we are producing so much ammo that I think it's worth placing a router here and outputting some extra to the core. There we go. Also put arcs on the opposite wall since it's thick enough. Enemies won't target it, but arcs can shoot at the enemy just fine. The opposite wall. Do you mean this wall up here? Okay. I can run power nodes along this whole line. Alright, let's see how effectively this is working. Holy freaking crap. Okay. So that works. I mean, if we're going to do this, crazy thing, then let's be absolutely nuts about it. We are going to run another distributor here. For even more power. And then just to be safe, we're going to run some menders. And we just thicken up the walls so that this is still, by far, the easiest position. Okay. So, weirdly enough, my primary weakness with this level... My primary weakness was a failure of imagination. I did not appropriately scale my expectations to the challenge that I would be facing. I was content to approach this in a more limited capacity, when what I needed to do was to escalate like a lunatic. I now perceive the error in my thinking. And now that I better appreciate that error in my thinking, I'm legitimately at the point where I'm ready to start rushing waves until I start having a problem again. Like, there's nothing more here that I need to optimize to prepare my defenses. I've seen you say that several times, War. Overkill doesn't exist because the game will always one-up you. I did not fully appreciate... Oh my god. I did not fully appreciate the importance of what you were trying to communicate. I really didn't. And now the batteries are back to trying to store energy. Power generation is being saved. Interesting. Gotcha. Okay. So basically this entire part of the network here is not necessary. I can just tie more combustion generators directly onto the distributor. There we go. As far as I know, everything is still connected by the network. Looks like we're generating power more. Okay, let's go ahead and do this again. You know what, War? I am so glad that you suggested this game. And I'm glad that you could be here, not to see me, like, struggle to figure out how anything in this game works at all, but to see me actually reach a point where I am ready to rush through stages because I genuinely have faith in my abilities and what I can accomplish. Oh my god. Okay, next wave. That feels so much better. Alright. I am genuinely curious. So it actually does represent... Alright, so this is your capped production per minute. Got it. So there is a cap to what can be produced. Double tap on the icon, you'll respawn with full health. I am clicking on it and nothing is happening. I can only conclude that you have lied to me. For malicious and devious reasons, no doubt. You know, now that you mention that, it's worth looking through the controls. Now that I do have, like, a better sense of stuff. Okay, respawn is V. Okay. I actually very, very, very much prefer to play games like this on PC. I really do not enjoy playing this sort of thing outside of a PC environment. It's just where I'm most comfortable. So we're going to create another giant input line for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And bridge conveyor, bridge conveyor. Bridge conveyor, bridge conveyor. And this way, and bridge conveyor, bridge conveyor, bridge conveyor. And then down and over. And bridge conveyor, bridge conveyor. Take out those. Move these through. And then I also want the output from these to line up with that line there. So, bit like this, bit like this, a 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 bit like this, whoop, a bit like this, a bit like this. Okay. See, honestly, that's just adorable. You don't need to use the bridge conveyor. Oh, am I using the bridge conveyor junction? You don't need to use the bridge conveyor on belts, by the way. You can just use the junction. Oh. Right. I completely forgot what the hell the word junction even means. And now I honestly feel a little bit dumb about that. Ah. I see. That's literally what junctions do. And I am worried about having a bit of overflow on this line. So we're going to go through this line instead. There we go. Okay. We are now outputting. There we go. Look at that. We have just further increased our copper and lead production. Meanwhile, the graphite is doing just fine. Is there a way that I can optimize this? Okay. So I'm going to put an overflow gate here. Then from here, it's going to flow this way and flow here. And then we'll have two junctions back to back and a conveyor there. Does that output like I hoped? Okay, it's not perfect, but it works. All right, here comes the last wave. And let's see how long it lasts. It's done. That is the sector captured. This actually is overkill. Like, compared to what they were actually throwing at me, I did not need to be half this fortified. Nevertheless, I will bet that if we replayed all of this with half of this fortification, I would lose. Because I am almost definitely wrong about that assumption. Oh. Oh no. Hold on. I'm gonna fix you. Don't worry. I want to make sure everything is going into the proper lines. Okay, it looks a bit chunky here, but that's just because they're still getting out the initial line of stuff. And we still have basically the infinite ammo belt. So this should quickly reach a point where it is not having an issue with backup. The lead production is already reached a stable point. We're just getting the last of that copper backflow. Interesting. And there we go. The backflow has been eliminated. So if I look at the frozen forest now I can see that the production has definitely helped to cap. And I still believe that there is nothing within my ability to unlock given my current resources. So I assume that is pretty much it for now. Okay. So I actually am going to use a bridge conveyor here. Simply because the amount of output material is too much and clogs up that system. So we are gaining a crap load of resources. All right, War General. This is about all the time I have to do this for today. I did not actually expect to spend this much time on just 2 levels. But I would like your critique. What do you think about my efficiency, or lack thereof? Have I managed to not thoroughly disappoint your expectations. Interesting. Yeah, everything is flowing just fine. Honestly, at this point, we really don't need the coal running into the turret system anymore. And we can just repurpose it there. You could improve your drill placement. I know I could. For the time being, I was focusing exclusively on drill placements that covered exactly four blocks. That is quite the coal backflow. My God. Oh. Okay. You don't want to output that way. You just want to output that way. There you go. Go, my coal! Increase the production. Suppose you could start making schematic. Can you go somewhere relatively empty? I'm really not going to have the time for any more of this today. I'm basically just killing time while the coal backflow is taken care of. There will definitely be more of this. There will absolutely be more. So, oh, these are the, okay. Oh! Oh! Wait, was I able to go to one of these sectors before I went to Frozen Forest? Or did it force me to go to Frozen Forest? Or should I have just desperately went to one of these before I ever thought of going to the Frozen Forest? Ah. So question for you. Is it worth me doing some of the numbered sectors? Not all, but like doing a small number of them between streams? Because I would be very happy to play some more of this in between the streams, but if there's anything like noticeably important, I can always save them for streams. But if it's going to make like the named levels more interesting, if I go off and do the numbered ones, they are almost essential. Okay. Are they interesting enough to watch that I should do them on stream? I guess that's my question. Like, are the numbered sectors interesting enough that I should be saving them for streams? Like, I don't. I mean, I guess I really should do everything on stream until at least I get more of my base materials unlocked, so that, you know, you guys get to see like my first experience with, you know, sand and silicone, titanium, water flow, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think I've convinced myself that I should do my first numbered sector, my first numbered ones on screen. Um, yeah, I get it wouldn't really be much different, but I think it's more interesting if I get new mechanics on stream. And then once I've unlocked a new type of material or mechanic, at that point I can just freely exploit the hell out of it for any number of the numbered sectors, I think. I don't know why I'm sitting here anymore, but let me at least take a look at one of these sectors. Let's try sector 173, which has a low threat. Yes, absolutely. Please feel free to give me any suggestions you might have on Discord. So, like, what is the situation here? Okay, there is sand. So I assume that sand... gray landings on sectors such as frozen forest can be launched to from anywhere. They do not require capture of nearby territory. Numbered sectors such as this one are optional. Okay. So here, at least, I could start grabbing sand. Let's look... see where the enemies are going to come from here before I start setting up. Not 173, oh no. See, this is the sort of information that I need, like, before I get started. I could just go somewhere else. I could just go to 174 instead. There's nothing keeping me here. So here we have scrap, titanium, a lot of water, dark sand, whatever the heck that is. Okay. I am going to do this one. I'm going to do sector 174 on my own time. And once I am going to record it, and I'll put up an episode of doing 174. I'll probably record and do episodes of some of the other numbered sectors as well, though not all of them. But I will save any of the named sectors exclusively for stream. I think that that's a good compromise. So anyway, that is all that I have time for today. I'm going to get going. Let's see, streams this week. On Thursday evening, I'm going to be doing my first stream of Sacrifice. The first video for Sacrifice, which just covers the game's prologue and intro cinematics, is already up on the channel. And connected to that video is a straw poll link, because I want my viewers to help determine the direction that my playthrough of Sacrifice is going to take. It's a game where, you know, your direction through the game can be chosen. And I want to make it an interactive experience. I would very much appreciate anyone who can be there for that stream, or after it goes up, I'll put up another straw poll link and people can vote on what I do for the next level. So participation would be fantastic. On Saturday, Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World, like usual. Sunday, RPG Maker, like usual. Probably Dark Souls on Friday. Yeah, and I think that's it. I've got a number of things coming out right now in the daily series. Of course, there's Mass Effect. I am still playing Mass Effect. I just am prone to distraction. I've also got an episode of my randomized Pokemon White Nuzlocke, which is fun. And I've also started a thing, another randomized Pokemon, where I have randomized it so thoroughly that I have recorded 2 episodes. One of them soft-locked me in an hour, one of them soft-locked me in 20 minutes. And I'm having so much fun, and I can't wait to do it again. So I think that is all I have for today, and it is time to make the noise to summon the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.